Record. Okay, so I'm putting this on recording. Thanks everybody for coming in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're coming from. As I mentioned, I think quite a lot of people in this session is from India. We have a good momentum in India. I think this is not even starting, right? This is just a beginning of a certain sparks, right? So very amazing opportunity, right? We just went through a 2000 event in Vietnam. I think there's about 20 people from India were there, right? Most of the time, you couldn't understand the the communication, the speaking, because it's 99% or 98% is in Chinese. But I think you can see the momentum, right? You can see the fire going on, especially in China, also in Vietnam as well. There's a couple of hundred people from Vietnam. So we have an amazing trip. We create a good bond, right? So that's why I think there's a good momentum there. So now we are starting our very first, what we call leaders meeting today, right? Very first. And today is a good day because we just finished a celebration of Christmas yesterday. Hope that everybody have a good rest. Then of course in Singapore we do have celebration of Christmas, very 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 common because no matter what religion you are, we do celebrate. And yeah, so then we will start the leaders meeting today. So if you are here today's meeting, leaders meeting, congratulations, means that if you're a leaders meeting, I hope that you have already seen our preview, right? Preview is where we go for the new people, where we talk about the basic background information, right? I mean, you need to know some background information. You need to know a bit about a company, the people, a bit of a product, this wonderful product, amazing product that thousands of people have praised it, and the wonderful business model and compliance. So today is not for basic, because basic we can leave it to the preview. Today is more advanced. That means you already signed up, you already know some of the basic information, you go through some information. We're going to go through a bit more details with you, right? More in depth and more higher level and more perspective, right? Because if you are new, we can only show you introduce what is company, what is product, what is the complaint. We can't go too detailed. Now we are going to like strip into all the different parts and let you see what is so amazing about this product, what is so amazing about this golden opportunity. Would that be okay? So I hope that is okay. Right, so I'm going to go through some slides. I prepare some slides. I'm going to go through the slides. Of course, after that we can go through some Q&A. Yeah, all right. So without further ado, I'm going to share my slide. I'm on sharing. I think, is it on sharing already? Okay, let me see. Okay, share the screen. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give Gopi the admin right as well. Co-host. All right. Is Dr. Suban here? Right, Dr. Suban. Hi, Eric from Philippines. Okay. Hi, Fatin from Malaysia. Of course, we got so many people from India. Okay, so I find Gopi. Gopi make Dr. Suban. Okay, Gopi or Tapati, you can uh, you can give them the co-host. Hey, Gloria from Indonesia. Good. We have a good representation of at least uh, close to 10 countries, yeah, or many cities in India. So I'm going to share the slide. All right. I think you should be seeing the slide already. So let me see. Okay, are you seeing my slide now? Tapati, are you seeing my slide? I hope so, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
thanks everybody. Okay, so this session is a bit more leaders meeting, so we are going to go a bit more depth, right? So I think I've done a session of this face to face with some of the Indian leaders, but I'm going to go through in Zoom now. So I think this is a golden opportunity in the next 1 to 3 years. So grab the opportunity, seize the future, right? Not only for yourself, but could be for your 3 generations, right? Then, of course, you want to grab opportunities. We have there must be ways to see the opportunities, right? So I'm going to go through with you. Why do we think it's a golden opportunity, right? Just like you choose a boyfriend, girlfriend, or you choose a wife or husband, you want to know the criteria, right? Okay, there must be some criteria. So we'll go through a few of the criterias. Then I talk to you about the trends, the evolutions and the three approach to health, right? And how do we make this into a success business? Would that be okay? So first of all, yeah, this is a bit my background. I think I introduced myself many times, like Tapati introduced. My name is Do. I'm from Singapore. My first degree is engineering, so I'm quite analytical. Then I have an MBA degree from UK. I worked 20 years in a few MNCs, including Hewlett Packard, Philips Consumer Electronics of Europe, and I was a venture capitalist. So I think this is a venture capitalists always look for opportunity, and then we look at for the right timing. We don't want to go into something that's sunset, right? We want to go into something very, very early. Hopefully that before anybody knows it, we want to be there, right? So that is the opportunity. So I think HiGo is in this situation before the world knows it, before majority people know it. So we are very blessed to be in this timing, right? So of course I say if an opportunity, there must be some selection criteria. It's not Mr. To say, hey, this is good opportunity, you just follow me, and then you see another person. Now Mr. A say another good opportunity. So there must be some basis, right? So first of all, opportunity must have a company or a trend, right? Okay, you look at the company and the trend, right? The secondly is that, what is unique about their product or technology? What do they have? What is so special, right? What do they have and other people don't have, right? So we have very unique AKG product. We have thousands of testimony, right? And then we are at the right trend at the right timing, right? Okay, but besides that, if you give you a right company and right products, just like give you Apple, is Apple a good product? Is Samsung a good product? Yes, of course. But do you want to go and sell Samsung or Apple? No, because that is not a business for most of the people. And is Tesla a very good product? Yes, but do you want to sell a Tesla? You might not, right? But we have a very good business model and comp plan, and our business model is able for most people, or all people is able to do this business, right? You don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to have a super skills, right? You don't need to know very unique technology. You just have to follow our proven way, right? Because we have a team and a system to guide you. Then it forms a golden opportunity, right? So as I mentioned just now, we are golden opportunity because we are in $1 trillion market. Is our market big? We are in health and wellness. This is the starting of a life science in this last 10 years, yeah, because human genome has just mapped out in 2003, and the scientist is able to start to test and develop some of the very good products. And we are golden timing, very important. A lot of times when you do something, whether you're successful or not, depends on luck, right? Luck is about timing as well. So if you go into an industry that is already 30 years, just like you go into e-commerce today, right? Like Amazon, like Jeff Bezos, who is the richest, one of the richest person in the world is Jeff Bezos, right? Of course, before Elon Musk. Elon Musk is like 7 trillion. Yeah, I mean 700 million, a billion, right? Jeff Bezos maybe about 200 billion. Yeah, they have been there. So one of the richest person. So, but if you go into e-commerce today, it's not a good industry. You want to go like 30 years ago when Jeff Bezos started it, right? So, but then for our industry, this is a golden timing because we just went through some initial phase, right? 1 year, 4 months. We have done the testing, done the trial, right? And the model is proven, and then now we are expanding to the rest of the world. So this is the best timing. And product, of course, like Tripathi is mentioned, product is fantastic. I mean, have you ever seen a product that have thousands of testimony? I don't think you can see a product that has so many testimony, right? So this product is able to reverse aging 8 to 34 years. It's not that we say it's good. There is thousands of praise testimony. We've seen so many photos, endorsement, testimony, right? So fantastic product, right? Able to let people younger, solve some of the chronic diseases, and also go to the extreme that help people to save life, right? Almost, they are like no solution or cancer or end stage, able to save lives. So fantastic product. And then our business model is everybody can do it because it's based on network marketing. Network marketing is a trend of the world, after I explain a bit. And the payout is attractive enough. We don't want the payout to be overpaid. Overpaid means that the company cannot sustain for long term. It's not good for the whole development. But we don't want the payout to be too little, right? If the payout is too little, like currently the payout is 75%, which is good. We don't want the payout to be like 90%, then company only left 10%, then the company cannot sustain for long term. There's no investment into the R&D, no investment in scientists, and then no investment in the material, right? So, but we don't want the payout to be 50% as well. If 50%, then it's not attractive, right? So it's a very balanced, attractive models. And then the team and system is very strong. And we are almost one of the company that can do online training, online preview, and maybe we can close through online. So once we can do things online, the world, no, the world is the limit, right? Because everywhere is connected through online. But if you cannot do online, you only can do in certain cities, then yeah, every cities you do one session is slow, right? We can do online, right? And we have over 400,000 active members. That means they like the product, they repeat sales in 1 year, 4 months, and then maybe next year will be 1 million. The third year will be 2 million. The fourth, no, the fourth year maybe 4 5 million. Then next time 10 million, and so on and so forth, right? So we have broken records of all the products, um, referral marketing products company. We have broken. So this is golden opportunity because we are not too early, we are not too late, right? So okay, so let me elaborate on the 4 points, right? First of all, is the trend and the timing. Is our trend good? Our trend is fantastic, right? Our trend is fantastic, right? Because we are in health and wellness, just as I mentioned, the human genome only mapped out 20 years ago. But the scientists still need time to go and evaluate and then test and see what is good, what is not good, right? So and then with the advancement of the AI, they're able to do all this permutation through the thousands of permutation or millions of permutation, right? And then they need to test the product, they test on animals, test on human, and then before they launch, right? So it's I think in the next 10, 20, 30 years will be golden opportunity for life science, right? So we will expect more life science product to be there, right? So it'll be $1 trillion opportunity because the product is cheap enough to be so effective, right? Okay, so it's cheap enough to have so much result, able to reverse aging, make us younger, looks better, less wrinkle, right? And able to improve our health, improve our energy, let us bring back to 8 to 34 years. It's fantastic. And then some people have chronic diseases. Of course, how much do you pay? I mean, if somebody were to cure your diseases, I mean, if you have like some skin problem, some pain problem, some pain problem, right? How much would it worth? Is a lot, right? Okay, so we are not too early because the company has gone through a year of trial, and then no, that's a critical period, right? You don't want to go into the company in the very beginning phase because maybe 99% of the company will die in the first 1 2 years, right? Could be any problem, could be financial problem, product problem, operation problem, logistic problem, management problem. But we have gone through that. So we don't see any major problem because we have management people in place, we have product in place, operation in place, IT in place, logistic in place, marketing in place, sales people in place. So we are aim for expansion. Of course, we still have some challenge, we still have some when you expand, no, you need to put in some infrastructure. When you expand, you need to make sure the logistic is okay. When you expand, you need to make sure that all the certifications is okay, right? So that's why when we go into the country, some people say, hey, do you have the legal license, all this? Of course we are applying, but all these license might take sometimes half a year, sometimes 1 year, but sooner or later we'll be there, correct? But before that, we can do whatever we can, plant the seeds first. But once all the legal paper, all the certification, all the logistics is done, then the market will explode. Or rather, you want to wait for the all the legal paper to be done, then you come in also can, but then maybe you have to wait for many years, right? So as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, we are very smart. We always take the first mover advantage, right? Early birds catch the worm, right? So that's why I think over here, I purposely put it in golden color because it's golden opportunity in this 1 to 2 years. Because currently, if you own one or two markets, you already max out the complaint, right? And then the world has so many countries for us to explore. India is not touched, right? Indonesia is not touched. Of course, currently 85% is in China, but China there's so many cities, right? But outside China is bare, right? Korea is the second one. Korea is about 10,000 bottles a month, which is maybe 2-3% of company shipment. And Vietnam is the third one. It's about 8,000 bottles per month. But Vietnam has 100 million people. Do you think Vietnam will only have 8,000 bottles per month? No. Vietnam will be easily, let's say 0.1% of Vietnamese. At the end, we can penetrate 0.1%. That will be 100,000 bottles per month, right? So what we need is just one sparks in Vietnam, and then it just grow and from there, right? So there are many countries in the world. There are there are thousands of cities in the world that are able to let us grow the business. And then as long as you got one city on the left, one city on the right, then you are sitting on a gold mine, right? Okay. So of course, in the maybe in next 5 to 10 years later, then the market will go into mainstream. Then more and more people knows it. Currently, very little people know it. That will be golden opportunity. You don't want everybody that knows it then become a red ocean, right? Just like e-commerce. In 1994, when Jeff Bezos started it, that is a blue ocean. We say he's crazy, right? He's crazy, but now he's crazily rich because in 1994 nothing works. Nothing works for e-commerce. Not the website doesn't work. It's only 56 kilobit per second. I was an engineer there, right? So I was looking at the website, and then that time, no, I don't have business sense. I was an engineer, so I just say, it doesn't work. Yeah, why would people want to bother to buy e-commerce, buy books from e-commerce? He's crazy. No, he's silly, right? This bald head guy is silly. So now it's crazy. So he's crazily rich now, right? So you want to have a vision to know that the market trend is going. And you don't need to be a visionary to see HiGo is going very far now, right? You just need to know the facts. We are shipping 10 million we're shipping 10,000 bottles a day now, about 10 million shipment per week, US dollar, okay? Because let's say a week, there's 70,000 bottles, multiplied by 135 is 10 million, right? And then we got thousands of testimony. The product is very good. We already have people making the max com plan, right? 9 people already went on stage. We saw it on the Vietnam trip. 9 people, they are earning a max ceiling cap of 100,000 per week, $4 million per year, right? Do you think they cannot build a second account, third account, fourth account in the next few years? Okay, so of course, then once we go into the mainstream market, that will be even much easier, right? So that's why I say this is the best opportunity, right? This opportunity will be like internet in the late 90s, yeah? Okay, so before people knows it. So back to the global trend of healthcare. So healthcare has one to three main approach to take care of our health. Thousands of years ago, we use supplement. That means the Chinese medication, the Chinese, what we call Chinese medicine, or the Indian Ayurveda. These are the traditional herbs. What are they? They are supplement, they are herbs, right? Okay, so that is the way. Then recently, what we know is all medication, right? Medication, yeah, medication only happens in the last 200 years, right? Because of the advancement of science, right? Okay, but medication take a different approach, right? They treat the symptom, but medication doesn't cure. They say treat the symptom, and whenever you take medication, your body do have to pay a certain cost, right? Okay, but now with the proliferation and the open up of the human genome and the proliferation and advancement of the AI, now we are going into the third phase, and HiGo is opening up a third phase of how do we get back our health. It's called nutraceutical, right? That means use nutrients, right? The products is nutrients, use nutrients is able to, and the formulation so that it's at least many times more effective than a single active ingredient, and go into our body, and a very good mechanism to deliver to our 30 trillion cells, right? Then that is effectively from multiple source able to activate, the key engines of our bodies are able to help us to recover. And we've seen many, many good results. Of course, we still have many more years to go, right, to advance that. This is called superfood. It's natural. It doesn't have absorption problem, doesn't have excretion problem, doesn't have complication problem. As long as you can eat food, you can do this. It basically let our body repair itself with the providing of the supplements. Of course, if you are sick, you are acute problem like flu, cough, or certain sickness, yeah, go with medication, not a problem. But for long, for long term, right, you want to do with nutrients, use your body to repair, because prevention is always better than cure, right? Let's say your house has a fire, right? You cannot go through prevention anymore, right? You have to go and spray the water, and then and solve the fire, because you have a acute problem, you have a short-term problem. But if your house is no fire, you want to build out the prevention, right? Okay, you want to build out the prevention. You don't use the water to spray at your house throughout the whole day. Your house will be rotten, right? Just like you don't want to use medication for long term. Your medication for long term, your body will be rotten, right? You use prevention, use natural food, use superfood, let the body build out the defense systems, and then let the body repair itself. So it complements each other, right? We are not saying that don't go with medication, but we are also saying that don't only go with medication. Only when you have acute problem, then you go with medication. Otherwise, you prevention rather than cure. Prevention is always better than cure. Prevention is always cheaper than cure. Prevention is always less painful than cure, right? You don't want to wait until you sick, then you go for operation. Then it's very painful, very costly, and not safe, right? So yeah, so that's why we suggest, advise people is always to build it up, right? So it complements each other, and this is a new approach for healthcare, right? So of course, technology progresses. I think we have gone through these slides quite a few times. This is 100 over years history of all the nutrients, right? So of course, the nutrients, the basic nutrition is able to help us, right? The first generation is the macronutrients, because when they go to war in the First World War, they don't have enough proteins, they don't have enough carbo, or they don't have enough fibers. Then they take those supplements, right? Okay, then later on, the scientists discover what is minerals, what is vitamins. Yeah, that start the second generation, right? Okay, of course, then the third generation will be formulation. You have a few formulation, it somehow the effect is better because it complements each other, right? That's why that then it's more functional. So later on, then the supplement will be, if you have kidney problem, you take this dose of supplements, this brand, and then they have a few formulation very good for kidney. You have liver problem, you have detox problem, yeah, okay, or you take stem cells, they complement with each other, then they can help the body a lot. Then with the advanced technology, then in the last 10 to 15 years, we see some of the fourth generation like SOD, PQQ, NR, NMM in the market, which is able to start reversing aging, right? But then with AKG is like another level. We call it 5G because the effect is much more effective than NMM, right? We have seen that in the market as well. NMM, maybe people have to take like half a year to 1 year before they can feel it. They can see the changes in their body, they can see the changes in their face, or in their energy level, or in their health. But with the AKG, within a bottle or two, people already can see it, right? Because it's so much effective. And then with the HiGo AKG, with the formulation, it's much more effective. That's why we say that I think we are going to rock the world, right? With HiGo AKG. Why is it so? Because of our formulation, right? So I've explained this slide before also. Why are we so unique? Were there other AKG in the market? Yes, they are, but they are not as good as us. Why? Why? Right. Just like, is there any other electric car in the market? Yeah, but not many people as good as Tesla or some of the leading company because of their technology, right? Because of their formulation. So we are using not only AKG, we are using blends, right? Inside have a dozens of active ingredient. The five key active ingredient are these five. So we are using the traditional Chinese medicine or the Indian Ayurveda methods of cleansing, balancing, and replenishing, right? So first of all, you need to cleanse, then the cells is healthy, and then balance up the cells and the system, and then we replenish with AKG, okay? So first of all, we cleanse our guts, right? We have galactomannan, right, to cleanse our guts. And then we have enteric coating technology, right, which just means if you notice our AKG is very hard, so it doesn't dissolve in the stomach. It goes straight to the small intestine. Then only it break down. Then only the AKG is dissolved. Otherwise, if you dissolve the AKG in the stomach, the acidic level will break it down. Then the AKG is a very large molecule. Once you break it down, the potency will reduce, right? Okay. So then the other thing is that our AKG, of course, AKG, the main thing, we want body to go AKG because it increase Na plus, it gives us energy, the ATP, right? And also it increase immune system and autophagy. So these are the few key benefits of AKG. Of course, there are other benefits, right? But these are the few key. And then our AKG is also very good in terms of the quality because we make in USA and we are calcium based, better for absorption and high dosage, right? So were other people able to make in USA? Yes, not many. They will be, right? Yeah, other people, calcium and AKG 1200, they could be, but they cannot copy our formulation because our formulation is secret, right? I always mention like Coke. Coke is a secret formulation. 200 years, people still don't know how to formulate Coke. Pepsi is Pepsi. Pepsi is never like Coke. So they can never replace Coke. That's why you see Pepsi and Coke, they are very much different. So of course you can see the ingredient of Coke. Can you go and make a Coke? You cannot. It's a secret formulation. So you can see the ingredient of HiGo. Can you go and make HiGo product as effective of us? You cannot. We have not seen any from the market, right? So we have so much testimony and we should be very proud, right? So other company, they say their product is good. Everybody says their product is good. Then yeah, how do you know whether a product is good? Ask them to show testimony. They don't have so many. We have thousands, thousands of praise testimony. We even save people and things like that, right? Okay, because of this cleansing, balancing, replenishment. So then we use antioxidants, right? Vitamin A and ferrobin and fisetin for antioxidants. We know there's a lot of oxidation in the world, mainly from where? Mainly from air, mainly from water, mainly from food, right? No, you have all this pollution, right? Some countries is worse, right? Right, oxidation. Of course, from the sun ray is also oxidation. In Vietnam and in India, the sun is very hot. It's like 45, 50. Of course, Singapore, Malaysia is like 33, 35 max. But in India, I heard it's like 48 or 50. My goodness. Right. So a lot of oxidation, right? So all these antioxidants, and then we have anti-inflammation, right, to balance up the cells, right, condition the cell, let the cell be more balanced, less inflammation. Then they can absorb the AKG in a much better way. So we have ferrobin and fisetin, and we know that these two are very expensive products. Ingredients, especially is ferrobin because there's extraction from berry. Berry is very small, so extraction is very expensive, but it's very potent. The ferrobin active ingredient is 10 times better than grapes, right? In terms of the antioxidants and anti-inflammation. So very, very good ingredients. So we combine this and other thing that make it unique, right? So imagine our AKG is unique. So whenever you hold a bottle of AKG, you are like a kingmaker, no? You are, it's not a A, no? You need to beg people to sell. It's like you can choose who do you want to appoint them, who can qualify to, to work together. So we are a kingmaker, right? We are never a seller. We never sell. No, we never go out and sell. We don't need to sell. We just find the right people and then we expand throughout the world. And we are that unique. Okay. So hopefully that we can use this to reach out to many people and help many people to be healthier, able to have achieve their financial freedoms by coming into our system, right? Okay. And then the third, that's about product. The third part will be the system and the business model, right? We are using network marketing, as we know. No, some of us love network marketing. Some don't like, that's because they don't know, they misunderstand. But do you know that network marketing produces the most millionaire in the world? Because you can go and Google. So currently there's 102 million network marketer in the world, right? So if let's say some of them make it, 5% of them make it, right, then there will be 5 million millionaire, right? Network marketing produce the most millionaire in the world, right? Of course, not everybody will be successful in our industry. It's the same as any industry in a company. Not all the people will become management. In property agents, not all the property agent will make money. Maybe top 5% will make money, right? Some will not make money. Same for network marketing industry, because you do need to learn to understand. A lot of people thought that they understand network marketing. Once they can do sales, they can do network marketing. It's different things. Sales is only one part of the network marketing skill, but network marketing has other skills as well, right? Okay. So and then I think with the how the world goes, right? It could double in the next 10 years. So maybe in the 10 years time, we have 200 million people, right? Because of the advancement. Why is network marketing growing? Because job is getting more and more difficult. Business is getting more and more difficult. People want to have an option, right? Okay. And then network marketing could be the business, it will be the new business of 21st century because of many things, because of the trend, because of globalization, right? Imagine your city, I don't know where you are in Singapore, let's say 50 years ago, hardly you can see people from more than 10 countries. Now Singapore at least have people from 50 to 70 countries easily, right? So globalization, right? So, and then of course, communication technology, right? With Zoom, we can connect to the world with your phone. Once you have phone, you have WhatsApp, you have Telegram, you have all the software. You can call people without any single cost. You can communicate with them. I just working with Eric, sign up Eric in Philippines, right? Through WhatsApp. I mean, you can see his uh his phone, and then I can see the HiGo website. Then I was telling him, hey, you should do this, you should do that. He's a smart guy. Once I tell him a bit, then he knows what to do. Right. Communication technology, we can send all the information over, right? So we are just one link away to the whole world, right? So 50 years ago, no way, right? And then payment gateway is easy, right? And Eric is trying to pay us from Philippines, then they go to Western Union. But then, Eric, I have a solution for you. I will link you with someone in Philippines. You send him the peso, he will send the USDT to me. Yeah, we don't even have to go to Western Union. You can do it within your house, right? Then we can work anywhere in the world. And then the logistic is easy, right? I'm just trying to send it to Eric. No, I said, Eric, there's better way to send it to you, right? Rather than pay a big cost, it will lower down the logistic cost. There's options. So with this few trend, network marketing will be even more yeah, I mean in 10 years time there could be 200 million people in network marketing. And then jobs, is it getting easier and easier? No, more and more difficult, because the world is getting lesser and lesser jobs, right? And then is business easy? No, the cost is getting higher and higher. So network marketing will be one of the best option to do a business, because you don't have to incur a huge cost into stocks. You want to open a pharmacy and see how much I mean how much you have to invest. In HiGo, You don't want to invest, you just put in one bottle, you can start the business, so you put five bottles so that you can a bit of advanced stock, right? Either use for your own consumption so that when people want it, you can just disperse to them. You don't need to have hundreds of stocks, right? And then you don't have the office, you don't need to have an employee. You can work anytime, anywhere in the world. Yeah, that is another benefit, right? Like me, I was talking to my family over the Christmas this few days. We say, oh, let's plan this next year. We go here and there. So yeah, some of them, all the three of them are working. They have restriction of their leave. I tell them I can work anywhere. I can go anywhere. I can decide to work or not to work anytime, right? Even I go to a country, I don't want to work. I don't want to work. If I work, I just use the phone. I can work, right? So this is the best. I mean, a dream of my life. I've been working in corporate for the last 20 years, and then you can't really control most of the time, right? And then when you run a business, worse still, you have to work harder than your staff. Now, never mind. I can work as long as I want. If I don't want, I can don't work. No problem. Yeah. Okay. And then the third part will be the commission. Right. As I mentioned, we pay out 75%. Why? Because we only have two bonus, right? One is direct sponsoring, right? Direct sponsoring, when you sign up some people with five bottles, you have a net of 153, right? That is a direct sponsor, right? So that's 22% of the sales, right? And then we have a team bonus because we're using binary. We like binary. I mean, if you know the system, binary is one of the best. Of course, you got plus and minus, but we take off the minus, we only have the plus, right? So the binary, the pairing is once you have five bottles on the left, five bottles on the right, the company will pay $76, $15.3 each. So when you use 76.5 divide by the 675, you get 11% pairing, right? Of course, you need five bottles here, you get 11%, which is fantastic, right? Which is fantastic because this is higher than what most company pays. Most company will only pay about 6 to 8%, right? Okay, so this company pay 11%. That's why we have over 400 diamonds now, and they are making 3,000 a week. We have 9 person go on stage. There is three black diamond. That is the highest ranking. They are earning every week 100,000 per week. We have 9 of them. Fantastic, right? Cool. So the commission is very fair, right? And very simple, right? Can say in 20 seconds, but very, very attractive, right? So so that's why there's so many people achieve so much results. So fantastic. So and the payment, once you know how to calculate, we are paying about 75%, which the company, the boss actually told us, yeah, the company is paying about 75% now. Because if you each pair is 11%, in binary, you typically pay about 5 to 6 pairs. Right, imagine you buy one bottle Gopi. You have someone Suban buy one bottle under Suban. Suban will get a pair. Gopi got a pair. Then go up. Whatever Lydia got a pair and go up. No, so is average is about 5 to 6 pairs. So 5 to 6 pairs are 11%. You get probably reach to 75%, which is fantastic. You don't want to be overpaid. You don't want to end up 90%, then the company is not healthy. You don't want to be under, right? So it must be a balance. Just like our blood pressure, right? We want our blood pressure maybe about 80, 110. You don't want to be too high, you don't want to be too low. Just like your sugar level, the same. So same thing for compensation plan. And this is very, very ideal. I like it. So that's why when I see this, yeah, I think this company can go long term. I want something that can go long term, right? If go short term, yeah, even you can make $1 million in the short term, then that's a million. But if you can go long term, we can make tens of millions. Yeah. Okay. So that's fantastic. So let me see. Okay. So then, of course, the company, the traction, we have surpassed all the product company in their first 1.5 years. And then our momentum is strong. It's not that we have reached here and then we stop here, right? We are only just starting, right? From all aspect, we are just starting, right? And then you look at how we are now. We have 8 people earning max out commission of 100K per week, and then last week we saw is 9, right? And then we have over 400 diamonds earning between 2005 and above, right? So for us, the international team, we get 4% that is 3 diamond. You guys see that in the Vietnam team, right? We have, oh no, we have five. We have 2 from Singapore. Me and Lydia, we have 2 from Vietnam, right? And then we have 1 couple from Taiwan. There are 5% that is 3 diamond. 3 diamond means the income is 10,000 to 20,000 a week. Wow, that is fantastic. And then it mainly is passive in nature, and then it can grow more. And then in February next year, we are expecting some black diamond to international team, some black diamond to appear. We currently the company has about 30 black diamonds, right? In the many all are from China, right? But the international team is start to grow, right? That's why it's very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Because for China team, first of all, they only focus in China. They put 99% of their energy in China because China got so many cities, so easy for them to communicate, and then the system works, right? And then the Zoom works, their language works, right? But for that's why they have lesser focus on international. And secondly, is that we have a language advantage. I know Chinese and English. So I always go to the Chinese Zoom and then learn the thing and then translate to English. And also English is a main language for the whole world, right? The English maybe about 3 billion people will know English. Chinese maybe what 2 billion or 1.5 billion, right? And of course then plus Hindi and yeah, Tamil, then we can cover 6-7 billion people of the world, okay, or almost the whole world. Cool. And plus Spanish, right? Then we cover the whole world. So that's mainly how is it. So we have over 400 active members with very uh high reorders with a lot of praise testimony, thousands of praise testimony. So are we good or good? Right. So of course, for those people first time, we cannot say too much. They thought that we are too hyper, but this is our attraction, right? You go to Vietnam, you can see for yourself kind of uh what kind of momentum we are having. We are having huge momentum and we are just starting, okay? So it's that's why we have the count of blessing, right? Thanks company to have such great platform, and you have to count your own blessing that you able to see HiGo at this moment in time, right? So let me just repeat what I say, right? That's why we say it's a golden opportunity because the company $1 trillion market golden. That means not too early, not too late. In the next 1 to 3 years is the best. And the product is amazing. Of course, we have the HiGo AKG flagship products, and of course, we have other products, which is GN cell and the hormones as well, right? So we are testing, and the hormone is very exciting as well. So every one of us is, no, we want to be the white rabbit, white rats to go on the hormone, right? Thousands of praise testimony. I've got business model I mentioned to you already, the network marketing models and our 4 dividends, right? And the company actually pays, the company actually share 20% of the profit with us, right? I mean, how many company do you have that? No, and then we are planning for uh IPO, no, Nasdaq listing in 5 years time. So they Madam Liu, which is the company director, just mentioned about it in the Vietnam in the Vietnam event. So and the attractive payout, one of the best in the world, right? Okay. And then the team and system, yeah, it's proven. The China team is proven they will be there, right? Whether you like it or not, they will still continue to grow. It's just that we want to leverage on that, use the advantage, and then grow throughout the whole world. Of course, you have people in China, yeah, just leverage on it, right? Same. But then for Chinese people, to go overseas is a bit more challenging than us. So we have the natural advantage, which we try to leverage, right? So and then we can do the business through online with a phone. We can do the business. There's the second person that go 3 diamond is called Yuan, Mr. Yuan. Mr. Yuan only left with $13 when he started the business. He cannot talk very much. He's not educated. He was a factory worker, and he was heavily in debt. He cannot travel because travel need money. You go and see people, you need to buy coffee or buy lunch. He can't afford because he just used two phones, and then he just text, and then do online until he's three diamond. So amazing, right? I mean, how can many company can do that? Not many company. You can just use a phone to to do business, right? Okay, and then of course we have over 400 active members. It's a very strong team, and it still is growing very well. Okay, golden opportunity. So, but having said that, if you know it's a golden opportunity, but a lot of people, they may not take action, right? Because they don't understand the value of HiGo. I told you it's golden opportunity, whatever opportunity. If you don't understand the value of HiGo, you do not take action, right? Because we are value driven. Okay. So if you see a 10 cents on the floor, will you pick up? Will you bend down your knee and pick up? You might not, right? Okay. When you see $100 US, will you bend down and pick up? Yes, you will, right? Okay, so now I give you an illustration. This is a 200 kilogram of steel bar. Steel bar, 200 kilogram is quite big, right? Steel bar, right? So I say, if you can roll this, right? You can roll this from, I mean, we are all online, difficult to, I mean, you can roll this for, for a few kilometers, from one place to another, right? you can take this steel bar will belongs to you. Let's say you can roll this for 5 kilometers, right? This steel bar will be yours, right? So, but of course, you cannot use any equipment. You cannot use a forklift, or you cannot use people. You have to so like topper, I mean, because it's steel bar, right? So you cannot roll. Roll will be quite easy, you can just roll it. You cannot roll, you can only topple and topple and topple. To topple a 200 kilogram steel bar is not that easy, right? Some people can't even topple it, right? Some people might be able to, right? You still can topple because topple, right? But you take efforts, right? So the question is that if you're able to topple this steel bar, say for 5 kilometers, will you topple it? Then the steel bar belongs to you. Right, cool. Okay, so maybe I don't know whether you're still online. Maybe yeah, if you can just text in the group chat. If you say yes, you just put a yes. You say no, just put a no. Right. And steel bar doesn't, it's worth a little bit, but I don't think it's worth a lot of money. Right? Gloria say yes. You sure, Gloria? Okay. It's a lady. Gloria is a lady from Indonesia. Yeah. How about the rest? You know how to do the chat group? Yeah. Yes. No. I just want to see, are you guys still online? Sometimes when you speak on the Zoom, right, I lose everybody. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you guys know how to type in the chat group? Okay. You say yes. Okay, you guys are very sporty. Yes. Steel bar, no? Okay. No, just be frank, huh? Just be frank. Okay. I don't know why so many say yes. Celeste, you sure, Celeste? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think when we do in a group, I think almost all will say no. I don't know why you guys so positive, right? Still bar, no, still. I mean, how much can you is worth, right? Okay, so most people will say no because the effort that you put in is not worth the rewards, no, because steel bar the value is not that high. Okay, so good. Okay, thanks for responding. At least I know that you guys are still seeing me and you still hearing me. Okay, so let me go back to the slide. Okay, so that is just illustration because I heard about this talk in one of the Chinese Zoom. I thought it's a fantastic illustration, right? It's a fantastic illustration of, oops, how come I cannot see my other slide? Okay, it's a fantastic illustration of whether you will do some action or not. Okay, this is a real case. He is an artist, and this is gold, right? This is a 200 grams of gold. Okay, 200. You see, there's a security. They actually have security there to block it. Right, 200 grams of gold. So this gold block worth 11 million US dollar. I mean, you can go and Google, what is the price of a gold. 200 kilogram of gold worth $11 million. Okay, so now same thing. You put in the same effort because it's 200 gram, right? 200 kilogram. You just topper it for, let's say, 5 kilometers. Okay, and then the gold bar belongs to you. This block belongs to you. Then would you do it? Then everybody will say, yes, of course. 5 million. Even I take 1 year, I also will topper. Every day I just topper one time. I take 1 year. Every day I just topper whatever. And I just roll until entire. I do one for 1 year. I also will topper, right? Because it's $11 million. Right? Would it worth your time to spend 1 year to get 11 million? Of course. Right. So that is the difference of whether you know a certain opportunity is worth nothing or worth a few $100s. I mean, still worth a few $100s. Of course, I don't bother, right? Okay. But if it's 11 million, even you want to spend 1 year, I will topper, right? Okay, I will train up my muscles and then I will topper. So the question is not whether will you want it. The question is whether do you understand the value or not. If you understand the value and you know that you can do it, and then there's people to help, will you do it? Okay, your value. So now the question is that we need to understand the value of HiGo. If you can achieve diamond, I don't talk about black diamond. Okay, I'm a 3 diamond already. I don't know about 3 diamond. I just talk about value of a diamond, which is we have over 400 diamonds already, right? In the world, I think within the international team, we have 15 in Vietnam, 8 in Taiwan, and then a few in other places. We have almost 30 diamonds in the world, right? Okay, of course, the whole company has 400 diamonds. Do you know what is the value of a diamond? Have you ever thought about that? So that's why I want to encourage you to think higher perspective, right? The value of a diamond is 3 to 5,000 a week, right? And then it could grow more, yeah, because once you build out the structure, right? Once I have some of you, I have Gloria, whether I'm in Batam or not, Gloria is still moving, right? Okay, Gopi is very hardworking in India, Dr. Suban and many of the Indian leaders I've seen, right? Okay, and then of course we got Malaysia now. The Egmont is very hardworking as well. Many, okay. So whether I'm there, I'm not there, they're still moving. Whether I'm here, I'm not here, the Vietnam team is still growing, the Taiwan team is still growing. Okay, and then the business volume will grow. Next year will be Black Diamond in maybe 2 months time, right? There will be Black Diamond. Either it's us or somebody else in the international team. So Black Diamond, I'm just saying diamond is 3,000. Black diamond will be 30,000 per week. Yeah. So value of a diamond is only 3,000, but 3,000 to 5,000 a week. A year is 200,000 US dollar. Because 3 to 5, they average out 4,000. You multiply by 52. Okay, bob up 200K. 200K a year. And then you look at HiGo, we are just starting, and the company is there to grow. The starting is not the company is not overpaid or over exaggerate. We don't even advertise, right? We have no marketing material, very bare. We just have products, right? We have many other things to improve. We can improve our marketing, we can improve the market, we can improve the countries, we can give you certification and many more products. We are just starting, right? So we are not at the tail end. We are just like the dawn of a sunrise. So average 200K per year, there'll be 2 million in 10 years. I'm not saying that the diamond always stagnant there. I'm just estimating. It could be become a 3 diamonds, could become a black diamond or triple black diamond. Yeah. Let's say for 10 years, achieving here 200K for 10 years is 2 million. Okay. But if you have 200K interest from a bank, you will need to deposit 4 million in the bank if the bank give you maybe about 5% interest, yeah? Okay? So this is a diamond is worth an asset of 4 million asset. Now the question I want to ask you back, yeah? If you know the value of a diamond is 4 million, and you just have to do the simple task that we tell you to do. You just have to follow the leadership, right? Okay? Right. Learn a bit from us so that you shorten your path, right? And then you get the diamond of 4 million. Would you do it? We already have 30 international diamond, and the world has 400. Okay? Will you do it? Right. It's not that difficult because this product is like an atomic bomb. I mean, last time I was in Amway. Amway is so difficult. How do you sell a toothpaste? You have to demo on the on the red packet. How do you sell a vitamin C? You have to demo through iodine, right? And then the thing is only worth $5 to $10. Right. And here we don't need to demo. We just have to give to a group of people, let's say, so as they are willing to test, they're willing to pay and try. Out of maybe 10, 20, sure got some very, very good result, amazing result. So this is like atomic bomb. It actually will explode, right? You just put it in one city or one village, you explode, right? So it's very easy to be a diamond. Very easy. I mean, I show you the numbers. It's 400 diamonds in HiGo already within 1.5 years. Next year, maybe, I don't know, maybe 800, maybe. Okay. So a diamond is worth 4 million. And then if you work hard enough in the next 6 months, average people can be a diamond, right? Because we were diamond in three months time. I mean, I was in Amway for 5 years. I never be diamond. I just a platinum, and so difficult, right? So this is many, many times easier than the Amway business because of the product, because of the timing. Amway is 80, 85 years. We are just beginning, right? Because of the trend and because of the business model, Amway only do about 50% payout and you have to do 6 lines. My goodness, we are binary. We do maybe 2 lines. If you're lucky, there will be some spill, right? And Amway, there's no like such a big team, right? Okay. So we are much easier. Okay. So today I give you some perspective, right, to look at a business angle, no longer a product, right? If you are first time in the preview, yeah, we tell you about the company, a bit of products, a bit of complaint. There's information, but there's not insights. Today we give you insights, we give you perspective, right? So in Chinese, I mean, around the world, there's this famous story, right? The blind touching the elephant. They want to know what is the elephant. So there's some 7 blinds touching. So different blind people, when they touch different parts, they will have a different perspective of the elephant, right? They touch the what they call the what they call the ivory, yeah, the trunk. They thought it's a spear, right? They touch the tail, then they thought it's a rope. They touch the tree, thought like yeah, it's like a tree. They thought the body is a wall, right? They are all correct. Today, if you look at HiGo, you thought that HiGo is a super product. You are correct. You thought that HiGo is no, the complaint is good. You like the complaint. You are correct, right? But you have to put HiGo in total perspective. Is a magnificent, huge opportunity. Huge opportunity. Yeah, golden. That's why I say the timing is right. So at this moment, we are 1.5 years. We are small babies, but we have the genetic. No, we have the foreseeable path to grow to a big elephant, right? It's very visible, right? If you are here, you can ask any questions. After we can go through, we can answer some of the questions. If I don't know the questions, I ask my upline, right? It's very visible, very foreseeable. Will there be problems? Of course, there'll be some problems like the small elephant grow up. Will there be problems? Yeah, those are not every children grow up, they sure have some different phase of their life, but they will grow up. A children will grow up to be a teenager, a children will grow up to be an adults. We are meant to fly, just like a small chicks, right? Some small chicks is a chicken, some small chicks is an eagle. You give it enough time, when they grow up, one can fly. One is like a chicken, they cannot fly. We have the genetic to be an eagle. So you need to understand, HiGo, what are the difference with us? Why are we an eagle? You don't, if you don't understand why we are eagle, you don't understand what is the uniqueness of the company, the trend, and the, no, the timing we are in, then you'll miss out a lot of things, right? Then you don't understand why it's so unique our product. You say other company also have AKG, but the AKG is different from us. Do you have seen so many testimony? Because of our formulation, because our technology. And our business model is unique by itself. Our team is unique by itself. And once you combine this, we are a magnificent vehicles, right? So I hope that today give you some perspective. That's why we call it the leader meeting, right? So it will be different from preview. Preview, we just say very simple thing, okay? So we are just telling you the facts. Just giving you a perspective for you. How do you evaluate opportunity? You can use this methodology for to evaluate all opportunities. Could it be any business or any jobs? No, yeah, you look at total perspective. When you look at it, HiGo is a golden opportunity and golden timing at this moment. Yeah, okay. And then, but a lot of people, when they see HiGo, they, because they are not in network marketing, they are new, right? They don't understand the power of compounding, the power of duplication. No, I illustrate to you. A lot of people, they overestimate what they can earn or what they can achieve in a short time. Okay, they overestimate. Just like, no, they go to university, they want to graduate in 3 months. Is it possible? Not possible, right? Because you need some time, right? Okay, right. So then, but they underestimate what they can achieve in a longer time, right? They overestimate what they can achieve in the short term. They want to, wow, after 1 2 months they don't see results, they say, oh, this one not working for them. In the first 1 2 3 months is a learning curve, is a seeding time, right? You need to let it grow a bit. But in a longer term, let's say within a year, you can see huge result in HiGo. Let me illustrate to you. Yeah, this is just an illustration. You can see the power. Let's say we must understand duplication, because network marketing is not about sales, right? If you want to be a super salesman, good, you can sell 100 bottles, 200 bottles, congratulations, but you cannot retire yourself. And you cannot sell 200 bottles forever every month. Yeah. You can be super salesman, you go and sell 20 to 50 bottles a month. You can't be rich. Network marketing is about duplication. You want 1%, you want to do 1% of the work, everybody do 1%, 100 people do 100%, or you want to do 100% of the work with yourself. It's about duplication, it's about finding the right people, it's about management team, right? And grow the team, right? Because let's say the very first month, okay, I divide this into 12 months. The very first month, only you and yourself, right? Get in the right mindset, get in the right information, go through all the things that we guide you, we teach you, right? Right. If you never go through all the things that the information that we put to you, you are not duplicating the right way. Yeah, okay. So very first month, take the product properly, understand the products, understand all the information that we pass it to you, learn yourself, right? Okay, then the next month, duplicate. Every month, just duplicate one. Just for illustration, every month, everybody duplicate one. Would that be okay? Just one. You don't need to have 100 people, just duplicate one. Yeah. Then second month, you have two, right? Two-person, you and your friend, then you duplicate. You duplicate one, he duplicate one, become four. Then 4 person, each one duplicate one, become eight. Okay, just an illustration. Then after 4 months, you look left, you look right, you only have 8 people. You say, oh no, my goodness, no, Mr. To has a few thousand people. I only have 8 people. But you know what happened? If you're 8 people, if let's say everybody buy 5 bottles, just for illustration, because 1 month, these are serious people, no, they can move 5 or they can sell 5, right? Or they have families to buy some, friends to buy some, or they can get some customer or some builders. So 5 bottles each, so 40 bottles in total. Then let's say ideally 20 each, 20 left, 20 right. So just as I mentioned, once you're pairing, right, each one bottle pairing, you got 15.3, so you get about $300 per month. Then they say, oh, $300 per month. My traveling cost is more than that. My whatever cost is more than that. Yeah, I drive Grab better, right? Okay. Then you are overestimating what you can earn in a short term. Overestimating because you expect 4 months, you want to earn millions of dollars, right? There will be people making 4 months millions of dollars. Mr. Wei, in 3 months, he reached to the maximum income of 100K. He make already 4 million. They are, but not for most people. Yeah, I'm saying generally not for most people. Cool. All right. So, but you see what happened if this thing continue? You make sure it duplicates. Then the fifth month will be 16, right? 8 to 16, 16 to 32, 32 becomes 64, right? You follow my drill? The 64 becomes 128, right? Then everyone 5 bottles each. So 5 times 128 is 640 bottles per month. And then 320 on the left, 320 on the right. Ideal situation, you make 4,800 per month. It's not bad really. I mean, it's not like super rich. It's not bad. For certain countries, it's not bad. For Malaysia, it's not bad because Malaysia, when you drive Grab, it's only uh, like, like 1,000 US, right? Grab. Singapore, you drive Grab is about 3,000 US, yeah. So for India, maybe very good as well, right? Because India, when you drive Grab, is like 200 US. Okay. So it's not bad. Okay, it's good. But what happened when you see it duplicates again? You just have to be more patient. You don't underestimate what you can earn, what you can achieve in a longer term. I don't need to say 3 years, 5 years. I just say 1 year. Yeah. You say what happened to 9 months? 128 become 256. 256 becomes 1512. 512 become 1024. 5024 become 2048. Okay. 2048. HiGo has how many members? We have 400,000, right? Mr. Wei has maybe close to 400,000 people under him because Mr. Wei has majority of business, a little bit of business is not under him. Okay, so of course we are not using Mr. Wei as an example, just the normal people, right? For us, for me, I mean, I'm almost 1 year. I think I'm I say at this track. So 5 bottles each, 10,000 bottles a month, 5,000 left, 5,000 right, 76,000 a month. Okay, 76,000 a month. Okay, so just an illustration. When you have $76,000 a month, would that be a good income? And it's mainly passive in nature because you understand duplication, because everybody talk about the same language, then whoever that helps your team, they can duplicate. If only you use your method, you cannot go holiday. You have to teach your team, right? Nobody else can help your team. For me, I go holiday, my upline also can come down and help my team. We talk the same language, we use the same approach, just like McDonald's, right? You got a manager go around the world. You can tweak all the McDonald's in the world because they're using the same. It's just like Starbucks, right? Same duplication, right? So that's why we say you don't underestimate the what you can earn in the long term. Don't underestimate power of duplication, right? Okay, so the focus of network marketing, one of the key focus is not what works that duplicates, it's what duplicates that works. For focus on duplication, Einstein say compounding or duplication is the eighth miracle of the world. Okay, so there are skills, is there are some knowledge to it, right? Because network marketing has been there for more than many decades. So there are 8 skills to duplication. It's not that difficult to learn, right? The first thing, just list down today, and we're not going to go through all the skills. Just give you an idea what is it, right? So first of all, list down and continue to prospect, because this is the source that we have. I mean, if you work enough, you have grown up enough, you do have some friends, families, and your school's friends, your working friends, your hobby friends, your temple, your church, you got many contacts. And nowadays we have phones, we have more than 500 to 1,000 people in our phones, right? At least easily. And we can continue to prospect people. I do prospect people, and in the plane, I prospect a person, and then he sign up. Then the business goes to Hong Kong, right? Right. The world is full of people everywhere. Everywhere you go, you could list and prospect, right? But then we also, once you list and prospect, we use the invitation to filter, use the information to sort of like focus the 80% that we know time to talk to them, then maybe sort out the 20% they are ready, right? We use invitation, that's good because you can't go over your 1,000 people, right? So you can only meet those people that's more open at this moment, or they are it's the right timing for them, right, to meet them. So we use the invitation skill so that we can save time, and then we promote. So promote our things, promote the products, promote the company, promote the team, right? Promote the business model, promote and edify. So this is another skill. And then of course we present. Of course, if you able to promote our Zoom, they come to the Zoom, there'll be people to present for you. You don't need to present, right? What you need to do is to promote the products to them. You can send some information, promote the Zoom link, then come to the Zoom link, then there are people to present in the Zoom, all right? Or you can meet face to face in your local. Then there are some people to present. If you don't know to present, that's fine, no problem, right? Of course, present you need to talk about the three things: the company, the products, the complaint, and then you need to know how to do a bit of closing, right? Yeah, ask leading questions, close, and then need to have good customer service, follow up, right? Like Christmas, you send messages to your friend, right? Follow up a bit, I send messages to some of the key people, to my prospects, right? To some of the core leaders, right? Then you continue to lead and organize meeting. Like now we are leading the team and we organize meeting, right? So yeah, it's possible to learn. Of course, many years ago, I don't know, but after you do it many times, you know. And then you coach and counsel some of the key people, then let them grow, right? Go along the way. So this is a basic 8 skill to duplication. It's not rocket science. It's easier than doing an engineering course or easier than doing whatever a degree. Yeah, okay. So I started this industry by this book called Copycat Marketing. Very simple book, you can finish in half an hour, 1 hour. If you're a slow reader, maybe 1 hour, fast reader, half an hour. Right. Very simple book, but give you a very, very powerful concept of called copycat marketing, right? Copycat to your success. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to know the power of duplication. You just have to copy, right? You just follow, listen, guide. We have all intention to guide our good people, right? Imagine you have a team. Will you guide them properly, or you lead them to somewhere that no results? Of course, you'll guide them properly, right? Same thing. We want to guide you properly. We want to lead you to somewhere so that you have results and we can retire and then we can build our second team, third team, fourth team, fifth team. Every team giving every account give us 4 million. So my goal over the weekend during Christmas, I was just planning in 5 years' time, I want to do five max account, right? Each account 4 million, that'll be 20 million. That will be awesome. Yeah. Okay. So is it difficult to do? No, it's just repeat simple tasks seriously. Right? What I need to do is these 8 things. I just need to continue to list and prospect, continue to invite people, continue to promote our products, our team, our company, our business plan, and present, close and follow up, treat people nicely, lead people, organize meeting, do Zoom, coach counseling, and then there's as long as I got some 3 good people in that group, that will be max out to $4 million. And in 5 years' time, I want to do five. Why? Because I was doing the online, the maximum people earning I saw is like 15 million a year. So if we can do five, we'll be the more than the maximum, more than the number. I was googling how much people earn in network marketing. Well, I see, well, some is 10 million, some is 15 million is a max. Yeah, we can do 20 million. We do five because binary is so easy. Once you have done half, you do another one. Okay. And then the company is here to stay. And yeah, I can see a lot of potential, right? Okay, so copycat marketing, just repeat simple tasks seriously. Okay, do the action, right? Okay, right. But of course, if you don't repeat, you don't duplicate, then it's difficult to to exponential growth. And then the task has to be simple, because if the task is too difficult, nobody can do that. Only you can do that. Then you become the master, right? Just like you are Chinese Sinzai, only you can do that. You cannot you cannot pass on to your people. You cannot. Just like McDonald's. Is McDonald's very difficult? No, everybody. I make bread. I make the whatever the pastry, the path. Then, yeah, just like coffee bean. No, you just follow the steps. No, there's guidelines there. You just do simple tasks. It need to be simple. We don't want things to be very complicated. Yeah, so don't go into things super complicated. And but seriously. I mean, I enjoy sharing. And do I have to spend a lot of time in HiGo? No, maybe I spend maybe a few hours a day, but I 24 hours think about HiGo, right? I love it, yeah. And then if we need to, then we can grow our international Zoom to every day one Zoom, just like China every morning one leaders meeting, every evening one preview. But of course, it's not Mr. Wei that do it. Mr. Wei started it. He only do once a week, one session. In the 14 session, he only do one session. Yeah, okay. But he do it seriously, 24 hours sitting about it. So yeah, we are enjoying our life, enjoying the products, healthier, help a lot of people and grow a lot of people. And there's a lot of things we can do. There's many automation, many AI that we can put in to grow the team internationally and worldwide and grow it very, very big. Okay. So that's why we want to put the thing very simple. So if you want to be successful in HiGo, do the thing simple, right? What you do is follow this basic four steps. Just register and use the product. Just like Eric is today, Philippine just signed up, right? Eric is our first Philippine sign up first. Okay, so hopefully Eric will grow, but somehow somewhere the Philippines will be one of the key countries, because Philippines also have 100 million people, right? So just register and use the products, right? Go through all the materials that we give you, right? Watch it. Uh, just be interested, because if this diamond is worth 4 million assets, wow, I think it's worth attention. It's not that difficult. Of course, three diamond and black diamond is worth $4 million a year. Imagine 10 years is worth how much? It's worth a lot, yeah. I tell you the value. Okay. So whether you can do it or not, yeah, just try it. Most people can do it. You just have to follow, ask your upline know what you should do, what you should not do. It's not rocket science. Yeah. You can learn. Yeah. If you're slow, take a bit more time to learn. Right. If you already experience, then your learning curve is shorter, right? Okay. Then yeah, just bring a list down, then invite though, and present, and find four good people, right, that are willing, that want to change their life, want to have another options in life, because working might not be a long term, right? Right, you don't want to end up in 40, 50, you get retrenched, which is very common. And when you do business, also difficult, right? You want to drive Grab, 8 to 10 years later, no more Grab to drive, right? Okay, because it's all autonomous driving. So this is the best time to put an option B for you yourself, for us ourselves, and our family. Okay, and then help four people, help them, because you learn already, or your team can help them. Right, and leverage on us. I mean, you can just pick up a phone call and link it with us. We know how to talk to people. We are polite. We are professional. We're proficient. And then help four people to refer for. Because once you refer for, you basically get back your principal, right? Whatever your investment, then you're happy, and then you help the four to get back their principal, they're happy, and then plug them into the system, and then use a Zoom, use online. We don't need to travel around the world. Of course, if your business is bigger, if you want, you can travel around, no problem. I mean, if let's say India can have the a good momentum, some of us can travel to India. right? We are ready for that, but make sure that you have some momentum, you're serious, then we are willing to come in here to help you because India, once we have China, one India, there's a very big market in the world. Okay, and then India has 60 million very proficient middle class Indians around the world, doctors, lawyers, engineers, bankers, yeah, okay. And then we use a system. We are still fine-tuning and developing our systems. Once the English system is set up, then we will set, and then we want to grow it to another many years to go. Okay, this company has potential to be the next unicorn, and I think in 5 years' time has a potential to grow beyond Amway. Amway is 7.4 billion now. Yeah, it drops a bit from 12 billion to 7.4. The rest, Herbalife is at 4 over billion. Of course, you got the rest of the company. If any company that's done above 1 billion, I don't normally take a look. We are already half a billion, right? Give it another 1 year, we will be 1 billion. Another 5 years, I think we could surpass Amway, or we could surpass 10 billion. Fantastic, because it's a golden opportunity. And then once we have many things that we can do, and that is the exciting thing about it. But do things, repeat simple tasks seriously. These are the 4 steps to do, and then the 8 skills that I mentioned, right? And then, yeah, grab the opportunity, seize the future. If a product that can let us reverse aging so much, how much value would you have? Huge industry, huge, very easy to promote, so easy, right? Yeah, you just talk to people, some of the testimony is really, they say, wow, okay? And then if a product that can help your family, your parents, no, or your children to live longer, 10 to 20 years, how much would you value it? Would you dare not to try it? No, right? So we'd be very glad, and we're very proud, and we're very blessed to say that we are able to enter into HiGo at this golden opportunity. This 1 to 2 years is golden opportunity. So we have to like thank you company, thank you Jack Guan, thank you Madam Liu, and all the pioneers that see this, they run in front, they set the example for us. So we want to repeat that, and then we want to pass the patent now, so that we're able to pass this message to many people, right? Will this be the only opportunity? No, there are many opportunities in the world. Wow, if you can manage to find better opportunity, go for it. But 99% of people, difficult to find a golden opportunity, right? Okay, unless you're super safe in your job, or you already well retired, or achieve all the things that you want in life, then be healthier, okay? Or you're able to help more people, why not? Able to help your next generation, why not? Why stop there, right? So we are doing the right thing. We are not there to ask people to to buy something that they will want to buy. A good products that are able to prolong our life. Why not? We are able to share the information, pass the right information to people, right? I do have very strong product knowledge now, because I learned in the last 10 months. Did I have such strong product knowledge in the 10 months? No, because I am curious, I'm interested, right? Then I read up, and then I learn, I enjoy it, then I watch the videos. Yeah, you can learn along the way, right? So I think my product knowledge is hardly anybody is as good as some of the key people, right? Yeah. So of course I'm not a doctor, so don't compare me to a doctor. So we are marketeer, right? We are businessmen. So we talk business language, right? We are not doctors. I mean, doctors may not be able to talk business language or marketing, but of course we are not doctors, we are not scientists. We talk from the business angle. It's good enough, right? So it's a fantastic opportunity for most people, average people, to able to change your life. For average people, to able to change your family's life, able people to change your children's life, right? Um, that will be that'll be something, right? So grab this opportunity, seize the future, and we are here to help. So today, I think I have given you a overall perspective. There will be many other good speakers that can train you, that can give you different perspective. I'm not the only one. I'm not the best speaker in the world. And a lot of things I learned from the Chinese room, and then they are very, very good. So of course, different people have different skill set, different people will have different strength. So we just learn from each other. So we want to build this community the same. Everybody contribute a bit. I learn something from everybody. I mean, everybody can learn something from everybody. Yeah. Okay. So I hope to give you some perspective. I think this recording is good enough. I will post it into the YouTube. I've mentioned, I've shared enough what I think and I enjoy it, right? You see that I'm enjoying it. So I hope that you can understand what I say. If you don't understand what I say, then just watch the Zoom a little bit more, yeah? Okay, so I think that's good enough. How long did we take? I think probably, and we took about 1.5 hours, 1 hour 20 minutes. So I'm stopping the recording here. And then, yeah, if you have any questions, we can go through. Okay, all right. Okay, so maybe I will stop the recording. Then, of course, we can go through some Q&A. We don't want the recording to be too long. Yeah. So I think it's good. It's good enough, good quality. Yeah. Okay, so I'm stopping the recording. So let me see. Is the recording stop?